From athlete to mental health advocate, former Harvard hockey goalie Derek Shadig has made it his mission to reduce stigma and help others better understand mental health. The Michigan native is joining us virtually now. Derek, thank you so much for being here with us.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. So first, just talk about your mental health journey with us.
Yeah, sure. So I was a hockey goalie for Harvard University, and during my time there is when I first started to experience mental health challenges. And I was pretty confused at the time. I couldn't understand the symptoms that were going on with me. I didn't have a lot of mental health literacy or education around the topic. And eventually I was forced to take a leave of absence from my mental health. And I took a year off of both hockey and school at Harvard. And during that time, I got diagnosed with bipolar 2 disorder. And I learned a lot about my mental illness and how to navigate it. And since then, it's really been my mission to try to reduce stigma around mental health and know that people can get better and live healthy lives even if they do have mental health challenges or even a mental illness.
I know you said you took a year off, but just talk about how did you get through that time, Derek, trying to, manage sports and school and everything, your social life?
Yeah, it was definitely a challenging time for sure. I mean, I think back on it, and support is really one of the biggest things that I think helped me a lot. Support from my teammates, from my coaches, from my family, friends, from my medical providers, whether that's a therapist or a psychiatrist, helping me navigate medications. All of those things were really instrumental in me being able to navigate all the stressors that come along with being a student athlete, and especially being a student athlete at a place as intense and challenging as Harvard.
Right. Did you notice other athletes, who were struggling perhaps but not talking about it?
Yeah, the stigma piece is so important and so important to address, especially in my own life and in other lives as well. I think that one of the biggest kind of eye-openers for me was when I learned more about mental illness symptoms and what they can look like, and starting to see them in my other teammates even, and especially other athletes on campus, is one of the reasons that I decided to write an article in the newspaper that I was writing for at the time, the Crimson, and I wrote about my experience with mental illness as a student athlete. I tried to be as transparent as I could be so that people realize and recognize that everyone can struggle with their mental health, whether it's a mental illness or not, and that it's affecting athletes around campus, it's affecting me, and it's important that we talk about it. We don't just hold it in.
Talk more about the work you're doing to help others. I know you're connected with Be Nice.
Yeah, so I got the opportunity to work for Be Nice, a mental health education nonprofit, where I got to go around to different schools and athletic programs and talk about the Be Nice action plan, which is notice, invite, challenge, and empower. So how we all as a community can notice signs and symptoms of someone who's struggling with their mental health, how we can invite ourselves to a conversation with them about that, how we can challenge stigma, which is a big piece of what I want to do, and help them access resources and then empower them to maintain their own mental health and maintain each other's mental health as a community. And since then, I've gotten to go on to study more and learn more about mental health. I just graduated from University of Michigan with a social work degree, and my degree title is Interpersonal Practice in Integrated Health, Mental Health, and Substance Abuse. So I got to be trained as a therapist there as well. So I'm really trying to do whatever I can to try to help people with their own mental health journeys.
Right. And Derek, I always like to ask this question because it may be the word someone needs to hear right now. What do you want people to know who are struggling mentally?
The biggest thing that helped me, that I think is really helpful for a lot of people, is you're not alone. You might feel like you're alone, you're the only one feeling this way, no one can understand, but thinking that there are people out there that can help you. And the first step is talking about what's going on with you. When I first was diagnosed with bipolar 2 disorder, I was scared, I was confused, I had my own stigma around especially that mental illness. But I also felt some hope that someone else has gone through what I'm going through, maybe not in the exact same way, but at least in a similar way, and that there's help out there for me, that there's psychiatrists and therapists and other treatment modalities that can help me get back to the place I want to be.
Derek, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate that. Keep it up, and we appreciate you and all that you're doing. I know you're helping a lot of people.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.